Hold up, hold up, hold up. It's that boy G Plans. Don't give a damn. He cooler than a fan. Walking real tall. Some say he's a man.
It's ready, man. OG Percy, what's popping, man?
What's cracking?
What
What's
you got
cracking?
going?
What's cracking? What's cracking?
Man,
What's good with you?
man, I pull like this, man. I appreciate you having me, man. Texas legend. I've been watching you for years and years, and I've had countless amount of people ask me, man, how you ain't got OG Percy on Change of Plans yet? I say, you know what? I'm gonna make that happen. Now at the time when I got asked that, I ain't know when, but hey, God's timing and everything, you know.
Most definitely.
And we here.
Ain't we
For
man?
for one legend.
Ain't we man?
Yeah.
I appreciate you for popping up on me, man.
Yeah. And shout out to my guy, Urban Politicians TV.
Most definitely. Shout out to the UPT.
That's
you know
my
what the
guy.
fuck going on? My bad. But you know what the F going on. Shout out for the alley-oop UPT, man. I'm slam dunk this one for you.
Yes.
Since you threw it up there, I'm gonna take it off the backboard and put it in the goal for you. Let's rock out.
Yeah. I hit him up. I say, bro, I'm going to Dallas. I need to get with OG Percy. Say, man, hit him up.
Yeah.
And then you gonna hit me up. I'm heading back to Louisiana. It's 2 days later, but
You hear
hey,
me?
it's all good because I'm back.
Right. And I knew that you was a good brand when you put UPT on your name. Anything with every politician on is good work, man. That man is good business. I'm always big up Herb, man. Shout out to Ant, man.
Yeah, shout out to Ant, man.
You hear me?
Yeah, now let me say this, man. This your first time on my channel.
No doubt.
You've been on countless amount of channels. You've accumulated millions of views collectively.
No doubt.
But for the first time of you being on my channel, can you tell the people, man, you know, where you from, who you are, and explain Fort Worth, Texas to start this off.
I am originally born in a small town called West Texas, Midland. Midland Memorial Hospital. I was born on the west side of Texas. My family packed up and moved to Fort Worth when I was 2 or 3 years old due to my sister's heart condition. Now I'm really a Fort Worth native from 3 years old to now. Stamped and sealed. I'm from a little hood called Eastwood, Gangland, the Equator, the rough side of town, as you might want to call it. That's where I grew up at, in Eastwood. Went to Trimble Tech High School, the Bulldogs. I ran away from home at 16, ran off the job called McKinney. And thought I was grown, and from that day there, it's all been life with me, man. I've been out here fighting in the war.
What you mean by that?
There's a war in our neighborhood. I gave my life to Christ when I was 12 years old. I didn't know that I had joined the army so soon. Some people think that you gotta be 17, 18 years old to be drafted. Well, I joined a different fight. I joined spiritual warfare. When I joined spiritual warfare, I was 12 years old. I gave my life to Christ, and I didn't know then, you know, that the devil attack anything. He don't care what he kill, kids and all. He gonna devour whatever he may. You hear me? So when I say I left Jericho, I got from under the strength that I did have carrying me and started to fly for myself. And I jumped out the nest and tried my wings. I didn't want to live under Mama rules no more. I thought I was grown.
Thought you was grown.
Hello? I thought I was grown. But one thing about thinking something, when you get out there, you better be. You hear me? You better be. Because the streets will eat you alive. They don't give a fuck who you is. So that's that, and then right now to the point, that's where I'm at. What else you want to know about?
Man, that and
Cause I'll run all day.
I want you to run all day, man.
Okay, well
because
don't say nothing there. Don't stop me next time. I'm gonna take off on
people
you.
need to understand what's going on, man. And one thing too, what I've noticed throughout, I'm gonna say the past 3 to 5 years, is a lot of older guys, experienced guys, decided to jump into the creative content world,
Right,
sharing their experiences and trying to help anybody they can.
right.
And I appreciate those stories, man, because the youth is something, and we're gonna get more off into the youth.
Okay.
For sure.
Most definitely.
But one thing I want to say too, man, earlier in your life, you always talked about, you know, hey, I was a Crip. This is what happened.
No doubt.
And one thing, the reason why I'm bringing it up because
Please.
Shreveport is like 60 miles south of me, right? No,
doubt.
north of me. And we grew up, all we heard about was Tookie Williams and the Crips. And him migrating to LA.
Okay.
But the Crip influence is heavy in Shreveport. Now, for a small town guy like me, we have to go to Shreveport to go to the mall to get the stuff that we don't have in a smaller town.
All right.
And that's all we heard about. Tookie Williams and the Crips, this, that, and third. And to bring it on home, that's something that you've always acknowledged. Not saying it's your present life, but you acknowledged it.
Oh yeah, let's go.
Let's talk about that, man. Have you ever heard of Tookie Williams? Did you meet him, or was it? I mean, I know you heard of him, but
no, I'm not giving you that look for that reason. I'm giving you that look for a real reason.
Talk to me.
You know, because that was the inspiration for this book right here. You dig what I'm working with you. I got you.
Yeah, you see, you see.
That was the inspiration for this book. As y'all seen, Tookie Williams' books look like this. Tookie Williams' book was the first book I ever read in my life. When I read the whole book, I'd never been able to read till I was 25 years old. And due to that, I learned a lot about Tookie Williams being from Shreveport, Louisiana. Going there. I feel blessed that I'm not a California native Crip. I didn't get my roots. Everybody got their Crippin from Cali. Well, I didn't. You know where I got my Crippin from?
Where you got it from?
Shreveport, Louisiana, they throw 5 deuce Hoover up like this. But down here we don't. We throw it up like this. Ask me why.
Why?
Because that means Cooper Row. You hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I'll give you mine in a minute. That stands for Cooper Row. They throw 5 deuce. This is how you throw 5 deuce Hoover Crip up, y'all. And but not down here in Fort Worth, we don't throw it like that. Down here in Fort Worth, we throw it up like this. That's the C and the R in the background. Can you see that now?
I see it.
I see it. Oh, Crip, you do. He said, I see it. That's the C and the R in the background. That stands for Cooper Row. But don't worry about it. Them niggas slow. They'll catch on in a minute. I'm gonna let y'all soak in that for a minute. But anyway, that's for all you Cali. That's why every time a Cali question my Crip, and I tell them no shit about Cali. I don't care. They ain't where I got my Crippin from. I love to throw that in their face. Cause guess what? The city I got my Crippin from, the same city Cali got theirs from. Hello. Don't worry. Shh. Do it make it sense?
Ooh.
I know that hurt.
Ooh.
That hurt. I ain't in it no more, so I can tell it. I got my Crippin from a little nigga named Columbus Johnson. We call him Little Rank. My cousin named Bobby Wayne Reed used to go with Little Rank's mama. They stayed in a little town called Shreveport, Louisiana. And my cousin dated his mama, and he didn't want him staying in that little country town. So my cousin, he was a big time drug dealer at this time. He moved in from down there to Fort Worth. And he moved the mama down here, and he didn't know the mama's son was Crippin, which was Little Christopher, Little Rain. He knew something about something that we didn't know nothing about. He had already adapted the culture. Crippin wasn't nothing we was on to. When I seen Crip nigga, I said, damn, cuz y'all gonna put on something else with that shit? God damn. That's what you going to the club in? Jiggies and a t-shirt? You niggas out of there. I'm clean like I'm going to church or something. You hear me? I never think that I adapt to that way of living. Please ask me one question.
Talk to me.
Why did I become a Crip?
Why did you become a Crip?
It was in the coach. It was the culture. It was in style. Ask me what I wanted to be.
What you wanted to be?
I wanted to be a Q dog.
Omega. Hey, my grandfather was.
I don't want to talk no more. I'm mad because I didn't get to be what I wanted to be. But that wasn't go ahead plan for me.
Yeah.
I wanted to go to Prairie View A&B and get my Prairie View A&M and step with my cane and twirl my cane and come out like everybody. That was my dream. I was robbed out of education, so ain't no college. I had to go with what was in style. All my friends that I grew up around, all of them went to Prairie View A&M. I didn't grow up around Crips. My mama was a minister, so that wasn't a lifestyle that I grew up around. When I gang bang, I had to hide it. I was the only gang banger getting whoopings. And then I get caught. I gotta go home, cuz y'all stay. I gotta get tired. I had to play the double life. When I come in the house, I was one way. When I walked outside, I was a whole different nigga. I took my flag. Mama never seen that goddamn shit. I hide and I put my clothes up, turn my pants in. Well, hey, Mom, I'm home. You in there, Percy? Yes, ma'am. Yeah. Get ready for church. Damn. Oh. Damn it, all we gotta do is church.
Now, what year we talking?
And we talking goddamn me, Let me tell you something about gangbanging. I was gangbanging way before the Crips and Bloods got here. I was gangbanging in 1983, 82. Yeah, way before you catch probably was even born.
I wasn't born.
I was gangbanging. I was gangbanging. I was in the GQ boys. Back then, it wasn't no Crips and Bloods. It was GQ boys, All in the Family, Polo Boys, Stripling Brothers, the Legion of Doom, the KY Posse, the Knockout Clique, Thug League, PPG. It was all kind of gangs. Wasn't no Crips and Bloods. But then when the red and blue came, nigga, you had to pick a color. Whatever side of town was the predominant color, that's what color you better ride with. Or get out of there. On my side, pick red. I came up, I was in Eastwood. My hood was Eastwood Power Rules. Don't make sense, do it?
I'm soaking it in. You putting it down.
Well, I had to get out the hood. I didn't want to be no. One thing about me, God had a plan for me. I can only see it now that I wasn't made to be like everybody else. Because I could have adapted to the neighborhood like everybody else. I could have jumped on Crip, blood. Everybody blooded. I could have went what was in style. My hood was Bloods. Eastwood Pyrus. Well, I left my hood. I joined the Crip gang. I feel like it's more dangerous if you're going against somebody, not with them.
Wow.
So I knew my hood wasn't nothing but Bloods. Blood. You get killed over there.
So before you made it, and I know in previous interviews you spoke about being incarcerated. So this happened before you even was incarcerated.
Which part?
As far as the gang affiliation.
Oh yeah, I was in the gang. I was in the gang GQ boys when I was in the 9th grade. I started gang banging in the 9th grade. I didn't start banging Crip till I was like in my late 20s, early 20s, late 20s. I got put on by some young niggas. I tell you I run with the young niggas.
Yes.
You understand me? But I was a young nigga back then. And that was in 1988.
That's during the crack era.
Yes, sir. That's when crack hit the game. Crack and Crippin.
Crack and Crip.
You hear me? It all hit the game. And it wasn't no choose no side because the Crips was doing the crack too. Yeah. Because back in the days, let me tell you something. Back in the days, a lot of niggas daddies got turned out by the crack gang. Which such as I grew up in a church household. One thing about being in a church household when you're closed off from the streets life.
Well, they tried to anyway.
They tried to. But do you remember when you jumped out the porch?
I can say yeah.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
I bet I can tell you when. Before you can. Go ahead. Tell me when you jumped out the porch.
I'm gonna say I was 15.
Liar.
And when I mean, all right, this my thing.
Liar.
You can call me a liar.
No, my bad.
Yeah, I like it.
Hold on. Wrong words to choose.
That's what I'm saying. See,
just say he didn't know.
I didn't know.
That's right.
And it wasn't jumping off the porch to go do anything illegal.
Right.
It was just jumping off the porch to be disobedient.
Okay. We're gonna stop right there. You know what I'm telling you when you first jumped out the porch?
Talk to
you
me.
didn't know. And a lot of people gonna learn something today. It's when you first went to school. Hello! Don't sit back now. Stay right there. Don't move. Stay right there. When you first went to school, it's the first time you jumped off the porch because you was on your own. Your mama left you there. Niggas was crying. See niggas crying. Why you acting like you remember my niggas crying their mama leave him at school? Crying that nigga act a fool when his mama leave him there. But when you first, and ask me why I say that, because guess what? I started learning more shit at school that I never learned at home. Did you know I didn't know niggas didn't say no sir, no ma'am to their daddy and mom? You don't say yes sir? I didn't know everybody didn't get a whooping. Shit, I thought everybody in the world went to church. Until I went to school, when I jumped off the porch and got out there in that world and found out y'all don't go to church. No, I don't go to no church. My mama don't go to church. Y'all mama don't go to church. Well, I don't know. These are things that you help from.
You know, you just. I
know it. I'm gonna step on you today.
You just hit me hard. I was in 7th grade, bro.
Let's go.
We in junior high. We go in the bathroom. It's my first time. They instead of shooting dice, they shooting dice and flipping quarters.
Let's go.
It's the first thing.
Pennies.
I'm like, what? Let's go. What y'all doing? Like, they in the main, you know what I'm saying? They flipping, and then I got into it, man. You know what? We in the gym to go shoot for $1.
Let's go.
And I'm like, you know, that's when my first time kind of being introduced to that lifestyle.
Right,
Not only that,
right.
They gotta. I ain't never gonna say this girl name.
Okay.
But we're around town, around the school. She giving head under the bleachers. Now I didn't.
It's always under the bleachers or the auditorium.
I didn't judge, but I found out the rumor was true because I was there to kind of witness. Like, damn, that's the girl.
It's always the bleachers.
And I'm like, I'm 12 years old, 11, 12 years old.
Let's go.
Dang, you right. You dang.
Don't worry about it. It's gonna soak you in today. But on that note right there, yeah, man, I was held out from a lot of things. So when I ran away from home, my mama went to church on Mondays for prayer meeting. I had to play the drums. I was a percussionist. My mama had 3 sons that was awesome with the drums. We was born with what you call a God-gifted talent. Well, when nobody teaches us nothing, she just put a. To be honest with you, I used to look at Fat Albert, and I used to watch them beating on shit. So we used to get pots and pans, go in the backyard and beat on the pots and pans and shit. Me and my brother, and she said, "What?" And one day my mama bought us a little old drum set, and I'll be damned. We knew how to play that. That tripped me out. I didn't even know. I thought that tripped me out. She said, "You know what?
Yeah.
A lot of people got to go to class for these things. Y'all, we know how to play." And we was cold.
Yeah.
And one day we was at church, and the people at church never knew we knew how to play drums. And then the spirit hit through the church, and the organ player was doing a little whole. It was just weak because he didn't have a drummer. Then my big brother jumped up and said, "Shit, I'm finna go get on them drums." I said, "You bet not, you gonna get a whooping." I think the spirit moved my big brother. My big brother slid over there and jumped on them drums with the playing. The organ player looked back and he seen who was playing, the little bitty kid. And they just they did more praise than him than listening to the spirit that was moving at the time. And then that pastor told my mom, he said, "I didn't know your boy knew how to play them drums like that." My mom said, "Oh yeah, all 3 of them know how to play." And we wasn't nothing but like 9 and 10 years old. Our feet couldn't even touch the pedal. We had to stand up and play the drum. You hear me? That's how cold we was with the sticks. We become percussionists at an early age. So therefore, they used us in the church, to be the percussionist. So, my brother had a choir, I had a choir, and my little brother had a choir. And we had to make choir rehearsals. My big brother played up until he was 15 years old. He went to prison. And then I took the sticks. And then I went to prison. And then my little brother took the sticks. And he went to prison. And then our little partners, they've been playing since then. But
they need to leave them sticks alone.
Well, you hear me? Maybe it's the church.